Brooke's two daughters. All about Rowan and Grier. Brooke Shields and Chris Henshey are the proud parents of two daughters. After the couple tied the knot on April 4, 2001, Shields and Henshey welcomed their first daughter, Rowan Frances Henshey, in 2003. 3 years later, Shields gave birth to their second daughter, Grier Hammond Henshey. While Shields spent her adolescence in the spotlight, starring in movies such as Pretty Baby and The Blue Lagoon, and modeling for the likes of Calvin Klein, she's expressed her own worries for her daughters growing up in the world of social media. What I do really reiterate over and over and over again is that what you see may not be the reality, she told People in 2022. And you can't just accept it because the spotlight's on it and it's on Instagram. You really have to know that it's the world of Oz, because behind the curtain, that's where you want to live. While speaking with People in March 2023, Shields shared that her daughters freely give her fashion advice. "They don't like me in Upper East Side lady clothes. They like me much edgier," she said, recalling an off-white outfit that earned their stamp of approval. "My younger daughter was so beyond. I think it's the only time she's ever just marveled at and been proud of me." At the New York City premiere of her Hulu documentary, Pretty Baby, Shields gushed about her two daughters to People, calling them confident and free. "I'm proud of them speaking their mind," she said. "They are young women who are already beginning to find their own agencies." Now that both of Shields' daughters are in college at Wake Forest University, she told People that she's terrified to be an empty nester. "All of a sudden, they're not yours anymore," she said in August 2024. "When you realize they are their own human beings, you get to meet them again. To have them reveal themselves to you, it's a new type of relationship. I didn't mold them, but I protected them enough so that they could become who they are, and I got out of the way." Keep reading to learn more about Brooke Shields and Chris Henshey's two daughters, Rowan and Grier. Rowan Frances Henshey, 23. Shields and Henshey welcomed their first daughter, Rowan Frances, on May 15, 2003, after 7 rounds of fertility treatments. Rowan grew up in New York City and has a very close relationship with her famous mom. In June 2021, she graduated from high school and even performed a song at the ceremony. For her senior prom, Rowan chose to wear the red strapless gown that her mom wore to the 1998 Golden Globe Awards. Shields shared the sweet moment on Instagram, writing, "I thought it was a special night when I was nominated for a Golden Globe and wore this dress in 1998. But nothing could have prepared me to see my daughter wearing it to her prom. Proud mama." In August 2021, Rowan headed off to college at Wake Forest University in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. "Worst thing I've ever experienced in my life," the actress said of sending her older daughter to college on Live with Kelly and Ryan. The Blue Lagoon star also told People, the TV show, "I'm not ever going to get used to her being gone. She's going to be married with her own children, and I'm still not going to be used to her being gone." The actress continued, "She's really living her life. She's enjoying college. She's just really blossoming and growing. I listen to the way my daughters talk to each other and their friends and the things they're discussing, and you think, wow, she's really her own person, and I've done my best in my job, and I'm going to try to get out of her way." Rowan left for North Carolina. The mother-daughter duo shared plenty of special moments, including getting matching ladybug tattoos to mark her graduation and pay homage to Rowan's childhood nickname, Little Bug. While Shields initially wanted her daughter to wait until she was in her 30s to get her first tattoo, she said she got played by Rowan when she suggested they get tattoos together. "Any time that I can spend with them, I beg to do it," she told People. Rowan has appeared with her family at Hollywood events since she was a child and continues to accompany her mother on red carpets as a young adult. In April 2022, Shields and Rowan attended the White House Correspondents' Dinner together in Washington, D.C. The following month, the duo attended the Hollywood Reporter's Most Powerful People in Media party in NYC, posing side by side in their monochromatic outfits. Shields has even appeared in several of her daughter's social media videos. In one video, the duo wore matching robes and hair towels as they mouthed the words to ABBA's Angel Eyes from Mamma Mia, "Here We Go Again." In another, Rowan took part in a TikTok challenge where she accidentally smacked her mom in the face with a purse as she went to put it on the back seat of the car. While Shields looked shocked in the moment, she laughed about it in the caption of her post, writing, "So apparently this was for a TikTok. Utter disbelief." In August 2024, Grier described Rowan as very spontaneous while talking to People. "She knows how not to be stressed by what other people think, which is something I need to learn. And if I need her to have my back, she will, she said. Grier Hammond Henchy, 20 Shields, and Henchy welcomed their second daughter, Grier Hammond Henchy, on April 18, 2006, in Los Angeles. The actress and model reflected on her daughter's birth during an appearance on Dirty Sexy Funny with Jenny McCarthy, including one big coincidence she experienced. On the same day that Shields gave birth to Grier, and in the same hospital, Katie Holmes and Tom Cruise welcomed their daughter, Suri Cruise. As she explained to McCarthy, Shields used an alias at the hospital to protect her privacy, but she saw helicopters and news cameras outside and assumed someone at the hospital tipped off the press about her. A nurse eventually alleviated her worries, telling Shields, "Honey, it's not for you. Like her sister, Grier has also attended red carpets and Hollywood events with her parents since she was a child. In September 2021, Grier and her mom stepped out at Milan Fashion Week in leather ensembles to attend the Salvatore Ferragamo Spring-Summer 2022 show. Shields' younger daughter inherited her love of fashion and regularly swipes designer pieces from her closet. In a November 2021 interview with People, Shields said of Grier, "If I want to know where anything good that I have is, and I can't find it in my closet, I know exactly where to find it. It's her." The actress added that Grier is a bit of a label monger, while her older daughter is indifferent. Grier has also begun to follow in her mom's modeling footsteps. In May 2022, she was featured in a Mother's Day campaign for Victoria's Secret alongside Shields. During an episode of the People Everyday podcast, Shields discussed the experience and her daughter's interest in modeling. "I asked her, and it was just such an emotionally beautiful period," she said, adding that the gig gave her a new perspective on her child. "You know, I have resisted this, but to watch her handle herself in a way, it makes me realize, okay, she's a pretty strong character. So I don't feel like this business will eat her up," Shields continued. "It was really fun to be in front of the camera with her." In March 2023, Grier attended the New York City premiere of Shields' Hulu documentary, Pretty Baby. She paid tribute to her mom on the red carpet by wearing a vintage Dolce & Gabbana suit that Shields wore on the 90s sitcom, Suddenly Susan. Since posing for Victoria's Secret, Grier has received her mother's blessing to pursue a career in modeling. But Shields has a few stipulations for her teenage daughter. "I finally had to give in and say, if you're going to do this, I'm not going to be your manager. You're going to be with an agency. You're going to have a great work ethic. It's not going to be comfortable. You're going to listen to me, and you're going to college," Shields explained during an interview on Live with Kelly and Mark. In July 2023, Shields marked an important milestone in Grier's life with an Instagram post. The actress shared a photo of her daughter driving a car with the caption, "Got driven by my kid. Got her license." Later that year, Shields and Grier attended CNN Heroes and All-Star Tribute in New York City. The young model wore yet another vintage piece from her mom's fashion archive, a strapless black column dress by Richard Tyler that Shields wore just 6 months after giving birth to Grier. In August 2024, Rowan told People that Grier is extremely loyal and strong in her opinions. "She's very funny when she lets her guard down a little. It's often up, but that's okay," she added. Now that Grier is in college, her parents are empty nesters, something Shields said brought up a surprising emotion for her during a January 2025 appearance on The Tonight Show. With Jimmy Fallon, "I'm an empty nester. Then they came home for Christmas," she said. "It was great, and then I couldn't wait for them to leave. I was so sad when they left the first time. Then at the end of Christmas I'm like, don't you have to get back to school?